Hello, Gemini. How y'all doing out there? This is Crystal Liu coming at you for the channel Tarot Me Please. Please, please. This is a reading for the week beginning January 6, 2023. Did I say January? I meant February 6, 2023. I need to get my dates right? And year and all that stuff. Because you know I ain't gotten used to 2023 yet. I was barely getting used to 2022. Is it just me or does everything seem really fast? Anyhow, that's enough about me. What do you think about me? No, I'm just kidding. Okay, Gemini. Let's put down your cards for your current energies reading. A general reading for my Geminis out there. Let's see what the cards have to say to you. All right. And we're in business. All right, Gemini. Let's just go ahead and meditate on these cards and let their energies flow. Let your energies flow and become absorbed. And just take a step back and close your eyes. Take a deep breath. Let your hair down. And ponder the universe. If you do watch this video on the day that I put it out, Sunday, then I'm hoping you're having a nice weekend. I hope your week ahead is even nicer. Hoping you're taking good care of yourself and your loved ones. And let's do it. Gemini, what is your current energy? Speed. Going with the flow. That's the Eight of Wands card. And it basically means the universe is giving you a nudge and things are happening quickly and you're just supposed to go with the flow. If you go with the flow, you will be on the right path to your life's journey and all that. But it seems kind of fast, doesn't it? So the Eight of Wands, speed, action, quick changes, news arrives. So this is for your higher good. So just go with the flow and you'll be good, is what it's saying. Okay, what is the energy that is crossing you right now, Gemini? Woohoo! The Magician. Nice. That card doesn't come out every day, so when it does, it's a big deal. Okay, so the Magician, almost the first card of the major arcana. The Magician is all powerful. It is focused creativity, turning visions into reality, inspired action. So I'm wondering why it's turning out in the problem field, Gemini. It would be different if, it was reversed and it was your energy, but it's turning out in the problem energy. So, okay. Well, first of all, the Magician card is the manifester. It's, being able to create your own destiny. You have all the tools on the table there, all the four energies, the four elements to manifest your dreams. So let me pull out some other cards and see why that's turning up in your problem field, Gemini. Let's look at your recent past, shall we? Okay, so you were worrying. Fret not. Okay, you were worrying. It's hard to, you know, to take the advice not to worry because you're probably worrying for a reason that seems, like a valid reason to you. But you've been worrying. That's the Nine of Swords, a very mental energy. You've been in your head about something. Um, Nine of Swords, nightmares, anxieties, grief, depression. What you been worrying about, Gemini? What you been worrying about? And how do those sleepless nights relate to the current energy that you're holding, which is the Eight of Wands, which is, quick action and a lot of nudging from the universe just for you to go with the flow because it's towards your higher good? Let me look at your immediate future, Gemini, and then later on we'll flip your final outcome card. But let me look at what's coming up next. The Hierophant. Okay. That's an improvement from that, isn't it? Okay, so the Hierophant could also be a Taurus in your life, in your immediate future. Otherwise, the Hierophant represents cultural traditions and conforming to those traditions and expectations. Um, the Hierophant is, conventions. Um, for you to be able to fit in and meet the expectations required of you. Again, it could be a Taurus coming up in your trajectory here. Okay, let me see what some of the other cards say, and I'll be able to tell better what this is all about here. What is on your conscious mind right now, Gemini? Ooh. Okay, that is the Emperor card. It is also Aries energy. So the Emperor card is all about, um, you know, like leading with respect and strategic planning, and it's a father figure. I wonder who this is to you, Gemini. Do you have a father figure that you're very close to right now? And is it an Aries, in fact? That is definitely Aries energy. So that's what's on your conscious mind in your waking hours, Gemini. Let's see what's here. Let's see what energy might be influencing you, your thoughts and actions, and you may not even be aware of it, Gemini. Okay, King of Swords. So, the King of Swords could be another person in your life, somebody of the air sign, maybe another Gemini or um, a Libra or an Aquarius in your life, or somebody who was in your life at one time, Gemini. In any case, the King of Swords is very sharp and very clear mental energy. If the King of Swords could talk, he or she would say, when faced with a difficult situation, be impartial and carefully evaluate all your options with a rational mind. So, very sharp, somebody with a very sharp mind, who thinks very clearly. Um, I'm thinking if this is in your unconscious, it's somebody who you once knew, maybe, in your younger years or in your childhood, um, you know, an older, more mature, masculine energy. Um, so like I said, it could be somebody of the air sign who was once very important in your life or might still be important in your life. It showed up in your unconscious. So can you think of perhaps another Gemini or Libra or Aquarius person, masculine energy, mature energy that might be lingering in your unconscious mind, Gemini? Okay. So your unconscious mind has the King of Swords, and then your conscious mind has an Aries, I'm thinking. That's the Aries card. And then the future, the immediate future, seems to have a Taurus holding for you. So think about your surroundings, Gemini. What you got? What kind of people? Who do you have in your life right now? Um, and I'm sorry that you've been worrying. You've been having some anxiety in relation to these people, perhaps. But let's look some more and see what the other cards say, or who else is in your life here. Let's look at your hopes and fears, Gemini. The Lovers. Okay. The Lovers is Gemini energy, in fact. And the Lovers card has to do with pairing and obviously, a couple. Um, and it has to do with just the fact that two people who are in a very close relationship, two, um, duality is better than one. Partnership, deep love, a choice, the strength of two together, as I was saying. So I'm thinking that this is a love reading, dare I say. This is a love, like a romantic reading, because in your hopes, because I don't think it's your fear, I think it's in your hope, you're wanting some kind of partnership, romantic partnership, dare I say. And on your conscious mind is somebody who's an Aries. And then, but in the future, there's a Taurus coming in. Do you know anybody who's a Taurus who might not be your partner but has the potential to be your partner, Gemini? And who's this? Who's this King of Swords? Uh, Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra? Who's this King of Swords that's in your unconscious field, Gemini? I'm very curious who all these people are, um, and what you've been worrying about. Anyway, I can't begin to answer these questions until I flip the rest of the cards, which leads me to this field right here, your influence on the final outcome. What's your attitude about all this stuff, Gemini? Ooh, okay. You got the devil card. Sorry for that gasp. I always do that when the devil card comes up. So, yeah, the devil card, it could be Capricorn energy, but see, you're a Gemini. So I'm thinking this is more about some unhealthy attachment, Gemini. And the devil card, as far as unhealthy attachment, it could mean, I don't know, it could mean addiction, it could mean greed or envy or materialism or obsession, an obsession with something, or sexual lust. It's basically, the earthly realm kind of tempting us and trying to derail us from our higher good, from our life's purpose. When we deal with money, then, it's greed. When we deal with romantic pairings, it might be sexual lust. Or when we are dealing with careers and stuff like that, it might be envy. So, it's stuff that's not for your higher good. But the thing is, Gemini, and you might have heard this before, either this is you or this is you, or maybe both, but the human is seen here as being chained to these addictions and unhealthy attachments, but you're not tightly chained. You can easily get out, but maybe you think you can't get out. You think you're tied to this obsession somehow, but in reality, you're not. And this devil, the devil doesn't really exist unless you think of it as you not having enough willpower to break free from these chains. I don't like the look of this card. I mean, I know it's the devil card and I know it came out in your influence, but I don't like looking at it because it just seems so sinister when in reality, you know, the devil card being pulled, it just means that you're grappling with your two sides, Gemini. I mean, that's appropriate, isn't it? You're a Gemini, but you know, you have the higher good that you're trying to fulfill, and then you have the baser part of yourself that kind of gets into trouble with the less than regal stuff, like the greed, the envy, the materialism, the lust, the addiction, whatever, you know? And so you just maybe feel that you're not strong enough to conquer that addiction or the unhealthy attachment. But you know, that's all on you. That's all on you, whether or not you feel you can, you know, break away from that unhealthy attachment. So that's the devil. um Let me see what external influence. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna do this. I'm so immature, aren't I? Immature. I don't want to see his face. Scary. But anyhow, what are the external influences at play here? What external influences are going to be affecting your final outcome, Gemini? Okay. Um, that is the Ten of Wands card, and um, you know, it signifies responsibility. It's called the burden card because once you reach, see, this person has reached the end, the completion of his, you know, work trajectory, and although he's amassed, you know, good, you know, things materially, he feels stressed, burned out. He feels responsibility. He feels there's a burden on him. And all he has to do is put those wands down, you know, really. You know, he doesn't have to feel burdened. But anyhow, yeah. So something from the external realm is going to appear, and it's going to be some kind of responsibility, some kind of stress inducer, I dare say, you know. And but like I said before, all you got to do is put down those swords. You don't have to carry those swords around because you already have them. They're yours. You've already done the work to attain those wands. You don't have to carry them around. They don't have to be a burden. So that's that. Um, so having said all that, I think I want to flip the outcome card and see what that says. Mind you, this is, you know, it could change. This outcome, it could change. But just as the energies are now, and the way you're feeling, the way, you know, your attitude is right now, the final outcome. Oh, wow. Ace of Wands. I didn't expect that. Okay. So the Ace of Wands card, new beginnings, new projects, new creativity, the burst, the motivation to create. The Ace of Wands card is about just, I would say, inspiration. Yeah, a new project, the urge to create. So I'm wondering, Gemini, are you some sort of creative person? Do you produce something for the rest of us to enjoy? Are you an artist of some sort? Are you some sort of, you know, when I look at these two cards here, Gemini, I'm tempted to think that you're some kind of very creative person who, you know, can get inspired to just make your reality out of your dreams, out of your, you know, creativity. That's what it looks like. You got like, you know, one, two, three wands cards. And wands have to do with creation and work and projects and stuff. So I'm inclined to think that that's your energy, like you're a creative person. And creative people very often have to deal, like a starving artist or a tortured artist, they frequently have to deal with their own demons. And you know maybe that's what makes them so creative, is because they go just another level above any of us do. But that was your reading. Hope you enjoyed it, Gemini. Got some big players around here. You got some stuff to grapple with, but hope it resonated with you. If it did, I invite you to subscribe and or like and all that good stuff. And I will talk to you later.